Worried by the increase in the second wave of the virus, Governor Obaseki said on January 14, alone 46 cases of COVID-19 were reported in Edo State, bringing the total number of confirmed cases to 3,189, which he said calls for serious concern. He said widespread non-compliance of citizens to the correct and proper use of face masks, hand-washing practices, and strict observance of physical distancing measures have led to increased transmission of the virus. According to the state governor, the shifting of school resumption will help the state government put necessary COVID-19 protocols in schools across the state to curb coronavirus.
We would like schools to reopen on February 1st, depending on the situation at that point in time. But between now and February 1st, we're going around all the schools to make sure that they have running water, that the spacing for the students are in place. We want to ensure that we have temperature check facilities at every point, in the school, to ensure also that we can plan sitting in schools, because each classroom should not hold more than 30% of the children. So all of that is being worked by the Ministry of Education and SUBEB.
Governor Obaseki maintained that religious gatherings, social gatherings, public and private institutions, hotels, event centers, markets, shops, lodges, bars, restaurants and others must adhere to the COVID-19 guidelines by providing hand-washing stations with running water and liquid soap, alcohol-based hand sanitizers at entering and exit points. He said temperature checks must be carried out at entrance points and use of face masks correctly and consistently, and ensure physical distancing of at least 1.5 meters.
Anybody found not to be complying with these measures will have to face the consequences. We will have no hesitation whatsoever to shut down, close any markets or any store when we find people not complying with this protocol.
The Edo State Govt emphasized that failure to wear face masks in public places will attract prosecution. Also revealed curfew for between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. effective from Saturday.
Nobody will be allowed into any public transport, whether it's an Okada, a motorbike, or a taxi or a bus, without putting on your face mask. We are going to have enforcement teams working with the unions in the parks, in the motor parks, and in strategic places to ensure compliance. Public servants must serve as the model for compliance, because you represent government and people are looking up to you.
The state governor directed that lengths of meetings should not exceed 1 hour and allow break in between sections for decontamination process. Governor Obaseki encouraged children of 12 years and below and adults of 60 years and above to stay at home to avoid coronavirus. He said security agents have been mandated to ensure full enforcement without exception. The deputy governor and subcommittee chairman, Edo State COVID-19 response team, Comrade Philip Shaibu, outlined mode of punishment for defaulters of the guidelines.
Immediately you are sentenced, you become an ex-convict. And you know the implication of being an ex-convict in our society. So it's a very serious offense for not observing the protocols. The conductor, the driver will be held responsible, and the passenger that violated the COVID protocols.
There was questions and answers session where grey areas were cleared by the state governor and other members of the Edo State COVID-19 response team present. Patience Osarogiuwa reporting.